Today on the Travel Magazine, we'll visit Istanbul, Turkey, where East truly does meet West. Once the seat of the Ottoman Empire, today Istanbul is renowned for its carpets, its imperial mosques, and its public baths. With its oldest palace still intact, it is easy to imagine Turkish life during the era of the sultans, and many of the arts of yesterday are still practiced with panache today. Several markets thrive in the old part of the city. Important mosaic art can be viewed at the Hagia Sophia Museum. There's only one city in the world that's built on two continents. Turkey, Istanbul, is divided by the Bosphorus Strait in an exciting and dramatic setting. Join us as we explore this ancient and mysterious city. Hi, I'm Jake de Boer.
And I'm Mieke de Boer. Welcome to Istanbul, where Europe and Asia meet.
Istanbul is located in northeast Turkey, at the southern end of the Black Sea. The European side of Istanbul is home to 2/3 of its 7 million residents, while the remaining third live in the Asian part of the city. Istanbul, in all its splendor, is surrounded on three sides by water. The Sea of Marmara is connected to the Black Sea through the Strait of Bosphorus. The Bosphorus Bridge spans the strait, and it takes cars only minutes to travel from Europe to Asia.
This is the Bosphorus Bridge, which connects the two continents. This is the first intercontinental bridge on Earth. Built in '74, and it's the pride of Turkey. Well, after all, you're in a city that is built on two continents, Asia and Europe. In fact, it's amazing when you come to think that that's where Europe ends, right there, and this is where Asia starts, the biggest continent of all. From here all the way to Beijing, China.
Turkey's largest city is a bustling metropolis where the contemporary Western way of life coexists with a more traditional Eastern culture. In the old city, many of the streets and squares have changed little since the 6th century, and Muslims still answer the call to prayer 5 times a day, as they have for thousands of years. In a city famous for its mosques, perhaps the most famous is the Blue Mosque. The central cupola and 4 semi-domes rise in harmony to create a distinctive skyline when viewed from the sea. In earlier times, muezzin used to climb a spiral staircase to these balconies to call believers to prayer.
The famous Blue Mosque, probably the most beautiful one in Istanbul, from the 17th century.
More than 20,000 ceramic tiles complement these hand-painted passages from the Quran. Visitors are often overwhelmed by the cavernous interior of the mosque. Illuminated by natural light through 260 stained glass windows, the intricate design on even the highest cupola may be appreciated.
Mosques are usually simple buildings because there are no figures in Islam allowed, no images. I think the Blue Mosque is one of the most decorated mosques in the world. This is as much as it can go. After this you have the 7th cloud, then maybe you have Allah. It doesn't go any further than this. The mosque is from the 17th century. You people know it as the Blue Mosque, but we call it Sultan Ahmed Mosque because it was Sultan Ahmed who gave the order for the mosque to be built. The year was 1611. After the mosque was built, it was completed in 7 years. Don't you think that is amazing? 7 years, and it's a classic example of Turkish mosque architecture. The architect, he did marvels with the dome especially. Because when you look at the dome, you'll be lifted, because it's a three-dimensional dome. It is one of the most popular mosques in Istanbul. To see this place on a Friday, really, full of people, about 4,000 people. They all line up towards the same direction. They line up. Look, this is one praying space here.
Oh, that's why you have the squares. Those are the praying spaces.
That's right. This is a prayer rug. That's why we took our shoes off. Because people put their foreheads where we put our feet. People line up. They all look at the same direction, which they call it the faithful direction, towards Mecca.
Mecca.
This way.
Yeah.
It is this way. Without any exception, no matter where a mosque can be, in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, wherever it may be, it always faces the same direction, city of Mecca, where Prophet Muhammad was born. And that's in Saudi Arabia.
4 stately pillars support the arches upon which the semi-domes are built in this awe-inspiring place of worship. Great care has been taken to restore and maintain the Blue Mosque, and as a result, it is revered as an architectural masterpiece not only in Turkey, but throughout the nations of Islam as well. A short walk away is the S05E Museum. Built in 537 AD, and featuring a central dome on top of a rectangular base, this massive structure was way ahead of its time and is often referred to as the 8th wonder of the world. During its lifetime, the Hagia Sophia has served both as church and mosque. It was designated a museum in 1935, and today, an impressive collection of historical mosaics and artifacts are displayed within this grand and sacred building. When we return, we'll visit the Grand Bazaar to shop for carpets. Delight in the heavenly aromas of the spice market. And travel back in time to be royally entertained.
We will be back with more of Istanbul just after this, so stay with us.
Welcome back to Istanbul, the bicontinental city that was founded on the 7 hills of a peninsula and was once known as Constantinopolis. Today, this thriving urban center is the focal point of trade, industry, entertainment, and education in Turkey. Famous for its exotic beauty and historical riches, Istanbul attracts thousands of tourists each year. Some of the most popular places to visit are the city's markets. Along with French and Chinese cuisine, the Turkish kitchen is one of the 3 major international culinary schools, much to the pleasure of every visitor. Tourists are sure to work up an appetite shopping for souvenirs, so it's easy to understand why people are captivated by the colorful range of olfactory delights proffered by the proud vendors at the spice market.
Curry.
Curry? Oh, wonderful.
Super. En Iran safran. Best kalite.
Oh, this is Turkish coffee?
Best kalite.
Oh, let me smell Turkish coffee.
Thank you.
After spicing things up at the market, we don't have to travel far for a visual feast. Built in 1479, Topkapi Palace is the oldest and largest of the world's remaining palaces. It served as the Sultan's residence and the center of government into the mid-19th century. Today, Topkapi Palace is a museum whose works of art and priceless artifacts are almost unparalleled. Once the sun goes down, we're in for a surprise as we appear to travel back in time.
Look at this. I didn't expect this at all.
Helvacı geldi.
Yeah, I would like this. Very nice.
Helvacı geldi.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Oh, there's your veil, Mickey.
Oh, good. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
You look good.
So do you.
After eating, drinking, and eating some more, the Sultans finally arrive. Followed closely by the evening's main attraction, a genuine Turkish cabaret dancer. Middle Eastern dance, known in the West as belly dancing, can be performed in many different styles. Originally taught to young girls to help strengthen the muscles they would later use during labor, the abdominal movements are about birth, not sex. Flowing arm and hand movements with the proper facial expressions are crucial to this art. The Turkish style of cabaret often features flamboyant dances with large, earthy movements and an anything-goes philosophy. Also entertaining are the traditional Turkish folk dancers, whose upbeat style is often compared to the Greeks and other Balkan dancers. When we come back, we'll explore the covered Grand Bazaar.
Carpets, carpets everywhere. Let's get in here. Oh my.
And we'll learn all about Turkey's carpets.
Well, this is one of an example.
So what do you think, Nika? Do we have a carpet budget?
I have to think about it. We will be back with more of the travel magazine just after this, so stay with us.
Welcome back to the Bosphorus Strait and Istanbul, Turkey.
You know, this is the oldest covered bazaar in the world.
That's right, and it looks terrific. What are we going to look for?
Well, we are going to look for carpets and, well, let's see what it is.
With approximately 60 lanes and 3,000 shops, the Grand Bazaar resembles a giant labyrinth. More than 500 years ago, the streets were named after various guilds. Today, slipper makers and fez makers may exist only in the street names, but some guilds remain well represented.
I've never seen so many carpets in my life. Look at this. Here is a carpet store. Let's go in. Carpets, carpets. Oh my. This is a place full of carpets.
Which makes it a great place to learn about carpets.
I am Mustafa.
Jake.
Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm
Hi,
fine.
I'm Mika.
Nice to meet you, Amika. I'm a dealer in the bazaar since my childhood. I've been here in the bazaar since 1975, 78. And I grew up in the market and I know carpets very well. And I can give you any information about the carpets. I would like to offer you a cup of apple tea, which is very tasty, very rich. You'll love it, I'm sure.
This is
We have brand new rugs,
nice.
and then we have old and antique rugs. They are both very different sectors, in fact. I would like to show you a few of our carpets now. We have tribal carpets and village carpets. These two kinds define the patterns of the carpets and the workmanship of the carpets. For instance, this is one of an example, as I mentioned, as tribal carpet. It is made in central Anatolia, in Konya area, and in this area, in central Anatolia, all the master weavers of the country grew up in this area, in central Anatolia. The best rugs were made in central Anatolia. Well, this is a brand new carpet. Even though it's a brand new carpet, it's not a commercial carpet. It has 100% natural colors and hand-spun wool. This is a carpet, again from the central Anatolia, but different town, more eastern part of central Anatolia. It is woolen cotton. What I mean by woolen cotton is it has cotton warp, cotton weft. It means skeleton is cotton. And the wool, pile is wool. The workmanship is wool. The reason using cotton backing is to be able to fit more knots per square inch.
Can I ask you a question
Please.
for a moment?
Please.
So you talk about the carpets, the different regions. It just comes to my
Yes.
mind. Do you go into Anatolia and into the places to buy it, or do they bring it, or how does that work?
For brand new carpets, there are workshops. We buy from the workshops.
Okay.
For old carpets, in winter time, when the season is really low, I go through the villages in Anatolia and by the eastern part of the Turkey. So I can encounter the beautiful old or antique rugs in these villages. Now I am showing you an old carpet.
Yeah.
Would you like me to show you an antique carpet now?
Well, before you, yes, I think we would. But this carpet here now,
Yes.
what is your asking price?
That specific rug is for $3,400. It is 4x6 in size-wise, But for antique carpets, old carpet, it is not important the size of the carpet. It is not important the number of the nuts of the carpet. It is valuable as itself. It's a rare carpet because they are not made anymore nowadays. It's hard to get these carpets, and it is getting harder all the time. One day will arrive and we are not going to be able to get these carpets anymore. They are going to be finished.
Are you in fact saying if we don't buy it today, it becomes more expensive every day?
Well, day by day, we cannot say that it's going to be more expensive. But in the years, in a long period, they become more expensive.
So can you now show me an antique carpet?
I can show you an antique carpet. Bana bir tane çok güzel eski getir.
That is beautiful.
This is very fine woven, very rare to get right now. And this is a collector piece. This is a piece that you can exhibit easily anywhere in the world. This is a Turkish carpet. It's around 130 years old. You can see the intricates and that very lovely green. Even by using the plants, you can't get these the same green anymore. It's a very rare carpet.
It's
And
beautiful.
it makes it valuable. It makes it more expensive than other carpets.
That's beautiful. Now I am wondering, what about silk carpets?
Well,
Can I just ask one question
Please.
before we put that away? I want to see, how much is this carpet for sale, or is it your own collector's item?
anything is for sale, of course. Everything has a
But
price.
just to have
Yeah.
an idea.
I tell you. It is $9,500 if it were a carpet with better condition because it's been touched. It's been partly repaired because it's worth it doing that. Therefore, it is $9,500. But if it were with better condition, untouched, which is really hard to get, and it would be three more times more expensive.
We reluctantly say goodbye to these gorgeous, unique carpets and this gorgeous, unique city.
You know, Jake, you need time to see Istanbul.
And you know what? We're out of time. That's it for this edition of the Travel Magazine. I'm Jake de Boer.
And I'm Mieke de Boer. Enjoy yourself as you travel the world.